Here's what's going on, it's MJQ&A, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome question, man, as always. Awesome question, gets me pumped up for MJQ&A. This one been sent in from a good customer of ours, man, Kevin Dennison. Kevin wants to know what's the difference between barbell and dumbbell training, or what are the differences between doing exercises that you can do with barbells or doing exercises that you can do with dumbbells. Now, Kevin, man, I did actually think about this answer a fair bit, and I think the best way to answer it is to use 3 examples of exercises where you could use either barbells or dumbbells, man. So we're gonna talk about bench press, we're gonna talk about standing bicep curls, we're gonna talk about overhead shoulder press as well, man. Now look, Kevin, to answer your question, man, there's a couple of differences between using a barbell and dumbbell generally that apply to almost every exercise where you could use either or dumbbells or barbells, man. The first difference is, Kevin, man, the first thing is when you're using a barbell, so a bar, it's not an isolateral movement. So you can't isolate left side to right side. Whereas when you're using dumbbells, obviously the dumbbells are not connected, so you can really isolate your right side to your left side. When we talk about bench press, man, if you're benching with the bar, you can't come up with one hand with the other hand not coming up. Whereas when you use dumbbells, absolutely, it's isolateral, so both sides of your body have to work just as hard. Similarly with biceps, man, the same thing. Once again, if you're using a barbell, you can't isolate left to right. If you're using dumbbells, absolutely, you can isolate left to right. You can even alternate as well, do one at a time. Similarly with overhead dumbbell press, man, or overhead barbell press, if you've got a barbell, you can't go one arm at a time. You can't move one arm more than the other. They're fixed to that bar and you're pushing at the same time. Whereas when you got dumbbells, man, one arm can come up, the other one can't. So with the difference between barbell and dumbbell, the first difference, man, is being able to isolate both sides of your muscle. The second difference, man, the second main difference is generally, and this is really tied into that first difference, generally you tend to be much more powerful with barbell exercises than you do with dumbbell exercises. You tend to be able to bench heavier with the barbell than you can with dumbbells. You tend to be able to bicep curl heavier with the barbell than you can dumbbells. You tend to be able to shoulder press heavier with the barbell than you can with dumbbells, man. That's really tied into the fact that you're not isolating muscle groups as much, man. The third main difference, Kevin, is dumbbells over barbells tend to give you a more natural and a more complete range of motion, man. Stay with me on this one. Let's think about this for a second. Bench press. When you got a barbell, your arms are fixed in that position. They can only move straight up and straight down. If you flip it to dumbbells, man, you can come a little bit deeper because there's no bar hitting your chest. You can come all the way up and you can push in like that as well, man. Get complete range of motion. If you think about bicep curls, man, exactly the same thing. If you got a bar, you can only come down so far before the bar hits your waist. You can only come up so far and your arms are locked into that position. With dumbbells, man, you can drop it all the way down. There's no bar there to stop, to hit your legs, to hit your waist. You can come all the way up and squeeze, and you can move your arms from left to right, forwards, backwards. You're not fixed into that position. Finally, my man, stay with me on this one. If you're talking about shoulder press, very similar, man. If you got a barbell up here and you're pushing, you can only push up and down. You're fixed in that position. If you got dumbbells, man, you can come all the way down, get a stretch through those front delts and pop all the way up and touch those dumbbells at the top and get full range of motion, man. My personal preference, Kevin, I do prefer to train with dumbbells most of the time, man, just because it allows my left to keep up with my right and vice versa, allows me bigger range of motion as well. And I personally check my ego at the door, man, whenever I train, so I don't care what sort of weight I'm lifting, man. That being said, I do always recommend to mix it up, man. So hit dumbbells for 3 or 4 weeks, go to barbells for 3 or 4 weeks, man. It's always good to keep it fresh in the gym. Keep your training regime fresh. Keep your mind guessing. Keep your body guessing. Keep yourself making all kinds of gains, my man Kevin. I hope that answered your question in depth, man. Sorry I went a little bit longer than usual, but I think that question really demanded a more in-depth answer. Guys, if you got a question you want us to answer in MJQ&A before I lose my voice, drop us an email at qa@massivejoes.com. Drop us a message on our Facebook wall. Hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Guys, that is MJ Q&A, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.